أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, and may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon His last and beloved Messenger Muhammad. This lecture is entitled How to Learn Engineering Sciences Fully from the Noble Quran, and I will focus on how to learn electrical engineering from the Book of Allah, God Almighty. The key to understanding electrical engineering from the Noble Quran lies in the verse number 30 in chapter 21 of the Noble Quran, which states, "Have not those who disbelieve known that the heavens and the earth were joined together as one united piece? Then Allah God tore them apart, and Allah God has made from water every living thing, would they not then believe?" Now, since Allah God Almighty states that He has created everything from water, thus all forms of energy should propagate like the propagation of energy in water. So Allah God Almighty in this Quran verse states that He created everything from water, which means that it was water, then it was humans, it was water, then it was mountains. So Allah Almighty made creation with the same design and function of water. Thus, if we understand energy propagation in water, we would understand energy propagation in all creation. So if we study energy propagation in water, we see that when you throw a rock in a pot of water, energy propagates from the source with concentric circles. So this is the pattern of energy propagation in water. That is in two-dimensional space. In three-dimensional space, we see that energy propagates in water with concentric spheres, as you can see on the screen. Now, to prove this from a scientific point of view, that's a conclusion from the Noble Quran. Now, as you can see on the screen, the picture on the right shows energy propagation in water with concentric spheres, and the picture on the left shows energy propagation from a light source. And we see, glory be to the Almighty, perfect correlation between the two, such that Allah God Almighty designed energy in creation with the same design of water. So energy propagates from an electromagnetic source with the same pattern of propagation of energy in water. So from this, we can also determine the power of the energy from this understanding, such that along every point of the sphere, the power would be the same, but it would change as you change the radius of the sphere. So not only in shape, but also in quantity. Also, as you can see on the screen, Allah God Almighty designed the shape of a wave, a light wave for example, the same design of water waves, which correlates with the Quranic verse that Allah God made from water every living thing. Also, we see that propagation of mechanical energy, for example from earthquakes and so forth, propagates with exactly the same pattern as energy propagation in water. So glory be to Allah, how He created everything from water. So this is a very important aspect in electrical engineering, that Allah God Almighty teaches us how energy propagates in space. Also, another aspect in mechanical energy, in electrical engineering, can be found from the Quranic verses you see on the screen, where Allah God Almighty states in Noble Quran chapter 51 verses 20 and 21, "And on the earth are signs for those who have faith with certainty, and also in your own selves will you not then see?" Also Allah God Almighty states in the Noble Quran in chapter 95 verse 4, "Verily Allah God created human in an optimal form." Thus, the question now that Allah God Almighty encourages people to study and reflect upon their bodies. Why? Since He created the human body in optimal form, thus the human body is a textbook in optimal design. So if you want the best electrical system, mechanical system, industrial system, you only need to look in yourself to find the design of such structures. Now, if we, for example, take one example here, is the muscles. The muscles in the human body, as you can see on the screen, here is a cross-sectional view in a skeletal muscle, and if we enlarge this by millions of time, we see that the basic components of muscles, they arrange themselves, Allah God Almighty arranged them in a hexagonal pattern. So this hexagonal pattern, each dot you see on the screen, each dot represents an energy source. So Allah God Almighty teaches us that we should arrange energy sources in hexagonal mesh, hexagonal arrangement. So it's worth noticing as well that this hexagonal arrangement of basic components of muscles, this hexagonal structure, is the same arrangement of water atoms. Water is arranged from the inside in a hexagonal pattern, which is exactly similar here. So Allah Almighty created humans from water, i.e. with the same design and function of water. So what are the engineering applications from the knowledge of muscle design? That arranging energy sources in a hexagonal arrangement is the optimal arrangement for energy sources, such that it ensures coverage of maximum volume with the minimum amount or minimum number of energy sources. So if you want to cover the maximum volume with the minimum energy, you need to arrange the energy sources in a hexagonal arrangement, hexagonal pattern. Now this Allah Almighty teaches us from the Quran. For example, there was a big research about mobile transmission towers. What's the best arrangement for these towers? Now, it ended up that this research says that arranging them in hexagonal cells produced an optimal design. And this Allah Almighty teaches for the believer, so he would be the teacher of others and not the one on the receiving end. So, to know more about this, please visit my website at www.quran-miracle.com, and you can email me at zaidquran@yahoo.com. And may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all.